This is Solo P1. Welcome to the FA Cup preview. FA Cup 5th round, Wolves versus Liverpool. We're going back to Wolves. We're going back to Yum Yum. We're going back to Wolverhampton to play in the FA Cup. Trying to attempt to beat Wolves. Trying to attempt to beat Wolves. At the beginning of the season, when we brought all those players in, I would never thought I'd be sitting here on this stream, literally on this stream, saying that we're going to try and beat Wolves, try and attempt to beat Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's crazy how time flies, and it is what it is. Look, I'm going to come out and say it straight away. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing I've never did in the past, and I ain't going to start now. I don't care if I get any sponsors down the road. It don't matter to me. I'm still going to speak the truth. Listen, I can't go to bed at night when I know that I haven't taught the truth. It will play on my mind. I'm one of those persons, you get me? I'm one of those people. Once I got something on my mind, I've got to say it, because if I don't, I know it's just a fake thing, and I'm not fake. I think we're going to lose this match tomorrow. I think we're going to lose. I'm going to tell you how we're going to lose as well. I'm just going to come on. Look, I'm a positive guy, you get me? I'm usually a positive guy. But I think we're going to lose this game. I really think that we're going to lose this game. I think this is where the game goes. I think we score first. We score first. 100% we score first. And then what happens then? Big up, bro. Welcome to the channel, bro. We're on YouTube as well. Remember, guys, if you're watching on Twitch, big up to all the Twitchers. If you want to come over to YouTube and get involved in the chat as well, come over and like the video. But thanks very much, guys, for joining us on Twitch as well. This is where I see the game going. I really do. This is where I really see the game going. I think we score first. And then in the second half, around about the 17th minute, I think for some reason we capitulate. I think we try and defend on a 1-0. We try and sit back like we've done in the past. It's not like I'm just making this up. The evidence is there. This is how Liverpool's been like this for a while. We'll get a 1-0. And then we'll capitulate in the 75th minute. Wolves will score to make it 1-1. Then the crowd gets up. The crowd starts screaming. And then we get done. We get done. I think that's how it's going to be. And it kills me to say this on my stream. It kills me to say it. I'm usually the positive guy when we go into every game. And I try and show positivity, try and make it out, you know, try and be positive, try and have the positive energy. Because I'm not a negative guy, but I'm a real guy, you get me? And for me, I've just got this little feeling that we lose. But we will score the first goal. We will score the first goal. But I think in the second half, around about the 75th minute, I think that Wolves score. Our arses go like it's been in the past. The crowd starts screaming and we capitulate. That's what I think is going to happen. See, I want Rio and big up to Tony still, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up, long time, bro. Big up Solo. I'm with you. I thought we wouldn't get anything out of the last game, and I was right. And I see it happen again in FA Cup. Yeah, there you go. What's really changed from now, from tomorrow, from the couple of days ago when we played Wolves? What's really changed? What's really changed? Nothing really. Nothing. We're getting meaningless statements from the manager. We're getting a captain, which I really respect. I think he's a good captain, but I don't think he's a good leader, in my opinion. And I know that's a bit controversial. I know it's a bit controversial that I'm saying that, Virgil's not a good leader. I don't think he's a good leader. I see sometimes when it kicks off on the pitch, Virgil's just standing there smiling. He's there smiling. If that was Milner, yeah? If that was Henderson, they're getting in there, that player's grill. They're walking up to that next player and they're going to stick it on him. I've seen it so many times with Milner and Hendo. But I don't see Virgil doing that. I'll give him credit yesterday, the other day when we played Wolves. He went up to him and gave the guy a little, he wasn't even a big push. I think the guy made something out of nothing. I think Virgil just pushed him slightly and the guy fell on the floor during that Wolves game. But you never see Virgil getting up in the man's grill, right up in their faces, like, what you doing, bro? What you doing? You never see Virgil saying this.
Bombokat!
You never do. But Milner and Hendo, you do. Proper captains and proper leaders. I don't see Virgil as a leader. I see Virgil as one of those guys. He's good for the camera. If you've got a company, yeah. If you've got a company and you want to sell something, yeah, Virgil's the guy. The tall guy, the one who can speak well, and he can articulate his words. He's the front man. But I don't want one of them for my team. I want a captain and a leader. I want someone like Milner and Endo, even Stevie G. They're going to walk up to the man and say, listen, you took my player again, I'm going to stick it on you. Did you see Henderson yesterday? Go on YouTube, man. Watch Endo. My man was got his... Look, Endo is a leader, yeah. People don't like Endo the way he plays football. That's your prerogative. That's your opinion. But as a captain, he was the real deal. Endo. Not Endo, sorry. I mean, yeah, Henderson. Henderson. Endo, whatever you want to say. He will get up in the grill and stick it on him. And he done that yesterday. Jordan Henderson. That's what I mean by Endo, guys. Jordan Henderson. He'll stick it on him. But I don't see Virgil doing that. For me, he's not a leader. Virgil's not a leader, for my opinion. He's that kind of guy, yeah. Like I said, if you want him to represent your company, the front man, the political guy is Virgil. Because you know, Virgil, when he makes mistakes, which is getting regular, by the way, who's going to hold Virgil to account? Slut. Slut don't seem like the guy who's going to go up to Virgil and start chatting at Virgil and hold Virgil to account. When Virgil used to mess up back in the day, Milner used to do that. There's video you actually saw Milner used to go to Virgil and say, what you doing, bro? And stick it on Virgil. Like to say, don't do that again. Who's going to do that to Virgil in our team? No one. Could you see Gravenberch doing that? No. Could you really see Robbo doing that? Robbo's got the dog in him, but I think Robbo's too close to Virgil, in my opinion. So I don't think that's going to happen. He says, VVD is a model, pretty face, all the nonsense. Endo, Milner were proper. Yeah. Yeah. You know who were proper captains? And obviously, he's not playing for Liverpool. Roy Keane. He was a proper captain. People like John Terry. He was a proper captain. Endo, Milner, they're proper captains. Even Robbo. But Virgil is not that guy. You can see when it kicks off, when you look at his face, you can see he's just not that guy. He just goes up to a player and just starts smiling and joking. I don't want that for my captain. And I want my captain to admit when he's wrong as well. Because that game we had the other day, that cost us the goal, by the way. When he had his press conference, he went in there and started talking about the players. What about you, bro? That goes back to my points. Who's there to hold Virgil to account? No one. No one. And that's how I look at it. Let's talk about the press conferences. I watched the press conference with Arne Slot. Which for me, let's face it, why do they have them? Why do they have the press conferences? I think at this point, yeah, the press conferences are pointless. Absolutely pointless, the press conferences. I haven't watched the press conference for a long time. But, you know, today I thought I woke up early in the morning, went to the gym. Came back, done some work in the morning. And I thought to myself, you know what, before I do the video, let's watch the press conference. let's watch a press conference. You know, maybe the press conference this time will be different. You get me? Maybe it'll be different. But what was it? The same old crap. The same old crap that we get in the press conference that we always get. Who cares? You know what? These press conferences, all they say is, Arnie Slot, what did you have for your dinner? Arnie Slot, did you get any good sleep last night? Arnie Slot, how was your holiday? What aftershave are you wearing, Arnie Slot? They're the questions that they give him. Because you know why? They're all paid chills. They're all paid chills. You want a real question? Put me in the press conference. I'll ask him a real question. First question I would ask, Arnie Slot, why are we fighting for 5th place? Why? Please explain to me, why are we fighting for 5th place? We won the Premier League last season. You spent 200 million, not 400 million, like people are saying, because we sold a lot of players. So that equates to 200 million. You got good players, individual players, very good. Why are we fighting for 5th place? Why are Everton a couple of points behind us? Please explain to me. That's what I would say. Not Arnie Slot, did you have a good sleep? Arnie Slot, where did you go on your holiday? I don't want to hear those questions in the press conference. This is why I don't watch it. Same old crap. The only good question what came out is one guy. I don't know his name. I don't know his name. I don't really know the names of these journalists. I don't really follow the journalists that much. Because all you can hear, all you can see when you watch the press conference, you don't actually see the reporters asking them the questions, the journalist. All you see is Arnie Slot with his big stunking cue ball head. Big shiny cue ball. That's all you see in the press conference. Right? And then one guy said to him, look, next season, I heard that we're going to America. I heard for pre-season, Liverpool is going to America. Right? And the guy was very clever when he asked him. He was very, very calculated, but he got clocked right away. He got clocked. But before I go on, guys, I got one like. Can you please like the video? We've got 5 people watching. Like the video. It really helps out the channel and it puts us out there in the algorithm. It really helps out the channel. So let's go back to this pointless press conference. So the guy said to him, look, Liverpool are going to Liverpool. Liverpool are going to America for the pre-season. Right? Was you informed about that? That's what the guy says to Arnie Slot. So Arnie Slot clocks him straight away. He looked at him and said, oh, that's one way to ask the question. Basically, the guy was trying to get out of him, you're going to be there next season. That's basically what he said. Arnie Slot said, I know that Liverpool are going to America. I did hear about it. He didn't say that he was going, but he just said, yeah, I did hear about it, that Liverpool pre-season is going to go to America. And for me, it does make sense that Liverpool are going to pre-season next next season, pre-season, because the World Cup's going to be in America, isn't it? So it kind of makes sense that Liverpool go in there for the pre-season. It makes sense. Because a lot of the Liverpool players, like Gatbo, Virgil, Alisson, all the mans play for their teams, international teams. So it makes sense that Liverpool's pre-season is going to be in America. It does make sense. Very clever by Liverpool, actually. If it's true. It hasn't been confirmed, but it looks like Liverpool are going to be on to go into America for their pre-season, which makes sense. So that's the only interesting question what was asked in the press conference. That was the only interesting one. The rest nobody cared about. Let's just face it, nobody cared. So that's the team I'm going for. FA Cup, Mohamed Ashraf. I think Mohamed Ashraf will play. If he don't, he's probably going to leave. Rumours coming out that he wants to leave. He said he didn't come here to sit on the bench. Again, why did we get rid of Kelleher? One of the best keepers in Europe, and we got rid of him. What was it, 20 million? Why did we get rid of Kelleher? Should have just kept Kelleher. If Kelleher was moaning about his wages, you pay him. Kelleher was a cold keeper. Brilliant keeper. Perfect. He could have took over from Alisson. For me, Kelleher was better than Alisson, right? For saving penalties. When it comes to penalty shots, yeah, Kelleher was better. Then Allison, go and look at the stats. When it comes to penalty taking, Kelleher's the guy, and we got rid of him. Pointless. We should have paid him more money, get him to stay. Allison leaves, we got Kelleher because Kelleher is still young. But we got rid of him and brought in Mohamed Afrili, which was absolutely pointless. Mohamed Afrili does not want to sit on the bench. He's already making waves. He said he ain't going to be sitting on the bench. He's going to want to leave Liverpool. Again, so we sell him. And then what then? Where's our second keeper? We just done ourselves. We should have just kept Kelleher and paid him that extra money and promised him, say, look, you're going to be starting more games. You will be number one keeper. But we let him go. Pointless. So that'd be my team. Kelleher in goals. No, Kelleher. Mohamed Asprili in goals. Kirkers on the left. I want to see Kirkers playing with Rio. I think that dynamic is going to be absolutely amazing, these two playing together. That'll be the future of Liverpool, hopefully, when he starts playing his son, Cody Gakpo. We got Virgil van Dijk, centre-back. Who else you going to put in there? There's no one else you're going to put in there. Virgil van Dijk. Konate. Konate will probably start. Konate's been our best defender for the past couple of weeks. Big up to Konate. Love Konate. Leaves it all on the pitch, man. Big up to Konate. Right back, I think Gomez is going to play the right back. I think he'll fit in there nicely. I think the double pivot I'm going to go for the midfielder is going to be Gravenberch and Jones. Give Jones a chance. Let him play. So I think there'll be them two. Wirtz, people talking about Wirtz going to play. Another thing that came out of the press conference, the only interesting thing, there's two things that came out of the press conferences. And I said that Florian Wirtz, he said that he trained with the team yesterday, half trained. That's what he said. There was his words, specific words from Arne Slot. He said he half trained with the team, so he might get some minutes. He might start on Friday's game against Wolverhampton. So I put in there Florian Wirtz because we are missing Florian Wirtz. You can see how important he is to the team now, Florian Wirtz. Now he's not playing. You can see that we're missing something in midfield. Florian Wirtz, big up to Florian Wirtz. Love Florian Wirtz. So glad that we got him. He's going to be, and I'm going to keep saying it, in the next 2 years, yeah, Florian Wirtz will be the best player in the Premier League. And I don't care what anyone says. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. In my opinion. Yeah, I'll answer that chat in a minute. Big up to Abdul Rahim. Big up to you, bro. Thanks for joining us today on this Monday show. Big up to you, not Monday show, Thursday morning show. This is the FA Cup preview. Big up Solo and Toto. Toto will be back later. He will be doing the F1 as well show with me. He's been off for a while. He's been sick, but he's going to be back very soon. So yeah, big up to Solo P1 chat. How are you? Smash the like. Yeah, man. Smash the likes, people. And the poll as well. Get involved in the poll. The poll's very simple, like all my polls are. Who wins? Wolves or Liverpool? Big up to you, bro. Let's get back to the team. Florian Wirtz, he's going to be that player. He's going to be playing. Rio Ngamoa, I want him to start. I don't want Gakpo to start. I want Rio Ngamoa to start. I don't want to see Cody Gakpo start tomorrow. It's pointless. Put Rio there. Very simple. Give him a full game. Give him a full game. Rio and Kirkers together. I want to see that. I want to see that. You get me? Ekitike is a striker. Big up. Chiesa. I want to see Chiesa start more. Chiesa is like a rhythm player. You get me? Chiesa is a player that you can't just come on and get minutes. You can't just come on the last 5 minutes and expect him to do anything. God, oh, he's a clutch player, yeah. But he needs rhythm. He needs players. He needs playing time. I think Chiesa should start 2 or 3 games just to get his rhythm because he's a brilliant player, but he just needs time. He's not that kind of player that's just going to come off the football, but come onto the off the bench and score. He needs rhythm. He needs minutes. So Chiesa, I'm going to put him on the right. Look, most likely Arne Slot is not going to look. Most likely Arne Slot is going to start with Ekitike, Mohamed Salah, Rio. He won't start Rio. He's going to start Cody Gakpo, his son-in-law, and then he's going to start Wirtz. He'll have Gravenberch. He won't have Jones. He's going to have McAllister instead. We know that's probably the way he's going to go with it. But I'm on about this is my team who I would start. I would start. Yeah. Cut in. He needs to stop playing cold in Mr. Cut.
Finally!
There you go. He needs to stop playing cold in Mr. Cut and shoot. Yeah, I say cut in. Cut in. Rotted.
Bumbucket!
That ball's son, yeah. This is stunning. This is son-in-law, bro. Anyway. What's wrong with Gravenberch, Maka, and Salah? They have, yeah. Maka's done, in my opinion. Falling off. Can't defend either. When we're on the defense, he can't defend nothing. Salah's done as well. Made a video about this yesterday. Yeah, just the way they're done, man. You could go watch a video I done yesterday. I'll put the link in. I'll put the link in there in a minute for the video from yesterday. Yeah, they're just done. It's just the way it is. He's falling off, and that's just the way it is. He's done. Some people don't want to admit it, but he's just the way it is. He's finished. Salah. I think they're gonna sell him in the summer, and they should sell him in the summer. It's simple. Sell him in the summer. This is a link to my video. This is a link to my video from yesterday. Click on that after the video, and then you can. I talked about Salah in depth yesterday. In depth. Yeah, he's what it is. He's done, isn't he? That's just the way it is. He's done. So that's the team I'm gonna go for tomorrow. Now let's talk about a bit of news from Arne Slot. This came in. This is from a reporter. This is about Arne Slot. Let's talk about Mr. Arne Slot. Right. Arne Slot. There's rumors going around that FSG, they're still around. Are they still functioning? Arne, there we go. So basically, this is from a reporter, Matt Smith. And by the way, he's an Everton fan. Basically, it says, Matt Smith is a footballer writer covering Premier League and exclusive news for Gimme Sport. Matt joined the company in March 2023 and he's an avid Everton fan. So there you go. So Liverpool need to make changes in the dugout as soon as possible as they attempt to rescue their season after they attempt to rescue their season by being defeated by bottom of the table Wolves. So the result on Tuesday night means that Liverpool are 3 points behind fourth place Aston Villa, with the Midlands club having the game in hand. Chelsea will also overtake them if they pick up points, which they did. They won. Villa lost, by the way. So Liverpool season so far. So basically, Alonso is being linked to Liverpool. Alonso's been linked to Liverpool. It says it's time for Liverpool to pull the trigger on Arne Slot, bring the former midfielder Xavi Alonso. Considering the Merseyside club lifted the Premier League title last season, it's been unacceptable. This is coming from an Everton fan, by the way. I know it was a report, yeah, but still an Everton fan. The last time Everton won any trophy was 35 years ago. The reason why I know this is because I banter this Everton fan on X on a daily basis. He trolls me, I troll him. He says that Liverpool are crap, and I said the last time Everton ever won a trophy was 35 years ago. He didn't believe me, so what I did, I actually Googled it, and I actually got a countdown timer, which tells you down to the minute. The last time Everton won a trophy was 35 years ago. So hold that. So considering the Merseyside club lifted the Premier League title last season, it's been an unacceptable campaign from the Slot and his team. And although he has got credit in the bank, Liverpool can't afford to be missing out on Champions League. According to reports in Spain, Liverpool have made a contact with Alonso already in 2026, and it's claimed that he will be welcomed back to the Merseyside. Alonso, described as an elite manager, is currently a free agent after he left Real Madrid late last year, with Liverpool already making contact with the Spanish manager, and Alonso's being available right now. Liverpool need to make a decision, bring him to Anfield before it's too late. Now, I'm going to tell you about this one. I think we do not bring in Alonso yet. I think it's silly. Don't bring him in yet. It just doesn't make sense. Like the video, guys. We've got 6 people watching. Like the video. Big up. It doesn't make sense for us to bring in Alonso right now. It just does not make any sense. And the reason why it doesn't make sense is because we're still in the Champions League. That's it. I don't think Liverpool will get rid of Alonso if we lose on Friday, which I think we're going to. I'm a positive guy. Okay? I'm a positive guy. I do not like to spread negativity. This is in life and on the camera. In life, I like to find solutions and get it done. I'm not a negative guy because I think if you're too negative, comes down on your personality and you just doom and gloom and you end up just being a saddle. That's just my opinion, the way I look at life. Yous might be different. I can't count for you. You've got your life. I don't know what you do and I don't want to know. That's your business. But for me, I like to be positive, energize, get up in the morning, go to the gym, go to work, do my videos, boom, 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 go to bed early, get up early. I'm one of them, innit? So for me, I don't like to be negative, but I just think that Liverpool is going to lose on Friday. That's just my opinion. I've got to be real. I think Liverpool is going to lose on Friday. I said it at the beginning of the video. If you didn't catch me at the beginning of the video, I think we score first. I think Liverpool score first, 100%. And I think the second half, around about the 75th minute, I think Liverpool capitulate. We get nervous. Wolves get a goal. Then we completely capitulate. Our legs go to rubber. Our arses go. The crowd gets up, Wolverhampton, the sense of blood. And I think Wolverhampton get a goal off a set piece and knock us out the FA Cup. I don't want it to happen, but I think it will happen, in my opinion. I just got to be real. I can't come on this channel and tell you guys who are watching me in the chat room, the silent watchers, the ones that don't talk in the chat, or the people that do talk in the chat, but like Abdul Rahim and Tony Steele, 68. Yeah, I'm gonna say to you guys, yeah, I can't be fake. I'm gonna give you how I feel, and I really think that Liverpool's gonna lose. I think Liverpool is going to lose. That's just my opinion. I think we're going to lose the game. And I think that's how it's going to play out. That's how it's going to play out. I think what will happen is, like, I'm a positive guy. So whenever I was saying slut out, I was saying slut fix it. I'm not one of these guys. I'm slut fix it. Fix the situation that we're in now. You made the situation that we're in now. Fix it. I'm one of them guys, you get me? I'm not one of them guys, oh, slut out, slut out, slut out, slut out, slut out. To get rid of slut now, yeah, when we're in the Champions League, knockout stages, is self-sabotage. It don't make no sense. F the manager bounce. I'm not interested in the manager bounce. You've got to keep him there while we're in the Champions League because he's doing quite well in the Champions League. And we need to keep him there. Now, I think if we get beat on Friday, which I think we will, I gave you the scenario. I think we will get beat on Friday. I think we score first, right? And me saying that we're getting beat by Wolverhampton, I can't believe I'm saying that, but I've got to be real. I think we score first. And I think it's 1-0. And when it gets to the 75th minute, Liverpool's try to start to defend. Yeah, like they do. They hold back. They try and defend it for 15 minutes. And Wolverhampton score. And then Liverpool's arses drop. The arses go. Yeah? Their arses go. After Wolverhampton score in the 75th minute. Then we got 1-1. And then Liverpool capitulate. And I think that they win. I think right at the end, they get a set piece or whatever. And they score and knock us at the FA Cup. I just got this little feeling. I don't want to say it. And I can't believe I'm saying it, but I've got to be real. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how my heart, that's what my gut is telling me that we're going to lose against Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton Wanderers, the Yum Yum. We're going to lose against the Yum Yums. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. But the point I'm making, the overall point is, if Liverpool get knocked out the FA Cup, Arne Slot still stays there. But if Liverpool get knocked out of the Champions League, then that's a different conversation. I think if Liverpool get knocked out of the Champions League, I think Liverpool at that point will have no other I'm not gonna say anything, but I think Liverpool might get rid of Arne Slot if we get knocked out the Champions League. That's what I think. I'm not saying I'll get rid of him, but I'm saying I think the club will do it then. I think if we get knocked out the FA Cup, we ain't going nowhere. If we get knocked out the Champions League, I'm on about if we don't even get past Galatasaray, then it's going to be a problem, in my opinion. But at the moment, the way I stand, I'm honest, like fix the situation that we're in, and let's go forward. Now, I hope we will do beat Wolverhampton. If we beat Wolverhampton Wanderers, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so happy. Then we can move on to the Champions League, get and deal with that. And let's move on. I've got this feeling, and I've said it at the beginning of the season. Not the beginning of the season, I said it 3 months ago. I've said it on all my streams that I've done with me on my own and the ones that I've done with Total Hammer. I think I have got a 2005 vibe about this season. And I'm going to explain it to you. In 2005, I remember that season we weren't that good. I think we finished 7th or 8th in the league. I remember going to Anfield, last game of the season, with my dad. I remember watching Aston Villa play Liverpool. I think we won 1-0. It was the last game of the season we won. I think we finished 7th or 8th in the table. I remember it very clearly because I was with my dad. I remember prior to that game, I used to speak to my older brother. I spoke to him and I said, how do you think we're going to do in Europe? And you know what he said to me? This is when we was in the group stages, the old school group stages. He said to me, Liverpool is going to win the Champions League. And I said to him, what evidence have you got of that at past results? We can't even do nothing in the Prem. How are we going to win the Champions League? And you know what he said to me? In the Champions League, Liverpool are different gravy. They're a different machine in Europe. And I'm telling you now, Liverpool are going to win the Champions League. And I laughed at him. I laughed. So what happened then? The rest was history. We went to Istanbul. We beat AC Milan, the best team in Europe at the time. They had Shevchenko. They had Maldini. They had Crespo. They had the best players in Europe. I think Thingy just won European Player of the Year. Shevchenko, he was going for his Ballon d'Or. They were the best team in Europe. We turned up in Istanbul. We had no right of winning that game. They had the best players in the world at the time. We had Gerrard and we had Dudek. They were the two best players in that final. Gerrard and Dudek. People all say it was a Gerrard final. No, it weren't just a Gerrard final. It was a Dudek final as well. Dudek probably played his best game ever, the goalkeeper. Dudek, the Polish goalkeeper. He probably played his best game in his entire career when we beat AC Milan. And I've just got the point I'm making. I've got a 2000 vibe. I don't think we make top 5. I'm gonna come out and say I think we're gonna struggle to make top 5. If we're not gonna make top 5, and I think we go and win the Champions League, and that'll be our 7th Champions League, and I think we're getting to Europe that way. I think we might just drop out of the top 5. I've just got this little feeling, and that's what will happen. That's how we got in the Champions League this season when we won Istanbul in 2005. I think we're 7th or 8th in the table. We won the Champions League, and then season after we got in the Champions League because we won it. And I think that's what's going to happen again this year. It's going to be 2005 vibe. And guys, I've said it on this channel. I've been saying it for months and months. I've been consistent. Go back and watch my videos. And when you go back and watch them, like them as well. I'm telling you now.
Bombocard!
We are going to win the Champions League, in my opinion. And we're going to finish outside the top 5. But we will get into Europe because we won the Champions League. That's how it's going to be, in my opinion. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Who cares? You're allowed to be wrong in life. But you have to put yourself out there and give your opinion. Don't hold back. Don't be scared. Put your opinion out there. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. I think we're going to win the Champions League, in my opinion. So, guys, I'm heading off. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'm going to end the poll. How many votes? We've got 3 votes. Here you go. So it says on the poll, who wins? Wolves 60% and Liverpool 33% of the polls. So that's it, guys. Big up to you. Big up to the man them. Big up to the woman them. Like the video. I've been putting up on the screen. Like the video. And enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Big up. Solo P1 signing out. Enjoy. This is a preview of Liverpool. Wolverhampton versus Liverpool. See you later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Boom.
Where our Molineux